The Honourable Minister for Law and Justice, Dr. Farogh Naseem.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Jeffrey Shaw, the Australian High Commissioner, Ms. Alison Blackburn, the Deputy High Commissioner of the UK, of course, my Parliamentary Secretary, Ms. Nida Chaudhary, Lauren Waugh, and my dear sister, Valerie Khan. And thank you very much for inviting me and listening to me, talking to us. What I can assure you is that at the Law Ministry, till such time I am there, till such time my colleagues, Ms. Bukhari and our consultant barrister Amdeen Abbasi, till such time we are there. We have promised to ourselves a very robust women and children empowerment agenda for legal reforms, for any practical actions that are required from our end. And I think I've met you before, I've met you, ma'am, before, and of course, my dear sister Valerie interacts with us quite frequently. What I can say is, 30 years ago when I started the legal profession, things were very different to those that are now. And we hardly had any women lawyers in the country at that time. And now there is a change. There are women who being properly educated, good educational backgrounds, such as Ms. Chaudhary is there, Malika Bukhari is there, Amreen is there. And there are many women who are traveling abroad to study in England, becoming barristers. My own daughter is a barrister from England. And I did not discriminate between my son and my daughter. Both went to the UK to get their legal educations. So yes, these programs are very good. They create awareness that women are to be represented in the legal profession, at the bar and at the bench, at the bar councils and the bar associations. And in the lower courts, yes, the situation in the superior courts is bad in terms of representation, but in the lower courts is not bad. It's pretty good in terms of civil judges, magistrates, additional district and session judges and district judges, and some of the women that I have interacted as a lawyer and a law minister who are judges are brilliant judges. There was a complaint a long time ago, 3 decades ago, when I started the profession, when you would talk to senior judges and they would talk in terms of capacity of women lawyers. But now slowly that is being addressed. The good women who are entering the profession, educated, they understand issues, and so this has to be a two-pronged attack from our side and from your side and from your side. One is awareness, and second is capacity building. So if there is a superior court judge in the high courts and in the Supreme Court, and just because someone is a woman, but she doesn't understand how to perform her duties as a superior court judge, then we should not encourage that. We need to build the capacity of women, so when they are inducted and elevated as superior court judges, there's no person who can turn around and say that this woman, since she's a woman, she doesn't know what she's doing. We don't want such sexist comments being made by anyone. And if we are really sincere to gender parity, then we need capacity building of women lawyers. I work very closely with this group of lawyers called Pavla in Karachi, All Pakistani Lawyers Association. And some of them are great lawyers. I think I've invited them to the Law Ministry. You have discussed about them with you. So that is an initiative with which I have been involved since the last 3 decades. And that particular association, Pavla, it has held seminars and capacity building workshops for women. So we need a lot of that to happen, and we need to encourage women to improve their capacities. Of course, we need to do that for men also. The constitution and the law in Pakistan, that is not anti-women. So as far as the content is concerned of the law and the constitution, it does not discriminate between men and women. But of course, we have to change mindsets. But I don't say, and I cannot say, is that we in Pakistan, as we speak right now, we are not, we are absolutely gender neutral. I don't say this. So it has to be awareness plus capacity building. Because tomorrow, if there is a person who chooses a woman as a lawyer, as a counsel, then he should have the confidence that he is going to the right lawyer also. And so what we are a great, we have great support for gender equality. But again, I emphasize a two-pronged attack. One is awareness that there should be gender equality. A woman should not be discriminated just because she's a woman. And that's why we are here. And we will do everything to make sure that that doesn't happen. And for that, we'll have to change the minds, the mindset of particular people. So therefore, if there is, we have in Karachi, I tell you, some great lawyers who are women. And actually, when they compete equally with men when they are attracting clientage. And I know people, I know clients who would rather go to this woman lawyer because she's more competent. And that happens every day. So we need more competent women lawyers, and that can only be through education and capacity building. So I'm just a shout away as far as you're concerned, so, ma'am, as far as you're concerned, and any one of us, anything that we can do, we are thinking of. In fact, we've done a lot in terms of the women empowerment agenda that we have, in terms of GBV courts, children courts. My sister Valerie has already spoken. And in terms of the laws that we introduced, there is a law that our ministry introduced, and that was with regard to women properties rights. And it is irrespective of the class, the education, the income group from which the woman would hail. Irrespective of that, she would be able to get redress of her property rights from the women ombudsman. And she has been given, the woman ombudsman has been given all the policing powers to ensure that the property rights, the property in terms of ownership or possession, it goes to the woman concerned, so that no one, whether there is a brother, whether there's a father, whether there is an uncle who is usurping the property of a particular woman, cannot do that. And again, for that, we would need awareness that this law exists, this facility exists, and for that, I request you, ma'am, Valerie, the British High Commission, Australians, and any one of us who can maybe work with us for a better awareness of this law. This is a woman-specific, woman centric law, and it has to be, and if it is implemented in letter and spirit, just imagine, in 3 months' time, a woman would, of any class, who are educated, affluent or not affluent, she would get her property rights within 3 months. Whereas as it stands now, it is the mindset, there is a male relative who is physically powerful, monetarily powerful, he is usurping the property of that woman. So in terms of laws, we have a list of laws. I think we will do a separate presentation on that. And I fully support this initiative, this award thing that you're doing. And if there's anything that we can do, please tell us. Thank you very much.